Today, Alistair Blanken here, founder and CEO of ProcurePro, with a video for those who are intrigued how to procure 50% faster in no time at all and gain unprecedented levels of visibility, consistency, and control. And more specifically, this video is for main contractors in the construction industry, those people who are shaping the world around us, who are in the business of getting many specialist subcontractors to help them deliver those projects, and who understand that procurement of those subcontractors is mission critical to set those projects up for success. And here's how procurement works right across the industry. Planning, tracking, and reporting on procurement, typically in Excel, drafting up scope of works, going out to tender, getting those quotes in, doing your detailed analysis, recommending a subcontractor, and putting it into a contract. Now here's the reality of how that looks day to day. Excel procurement schedules, listing out all of our trades, key dates, managing lead times, and tracking the progress as procurement progresses. Mapping your cost codes to your budgets, making sure that we're not overspending, we're making margin. Drafting up scope of work, so big long commercial documents, making sure that they're watertight, have no gaps, not leading to variations. Managing your vendor database, so who we're going to go out to tender to, how have they performed on their previous projects, and have we got our compliance in order. Putting together a tender package, so standard company documents and drawings specific to that project and each trade. Tracking coverage, so are we getting enough quotes in? Have we got fair market pricing? Have we got leverage to make sure that we can negotiate hard? Putting together a price breakdown, so how do we want those prices and those quotes returned, and hopefully getting that completed in the same format and making the comparison easy. But more realistically, we're unpicking quotes in different formats, cross-referencing against the scope and tracking and getting that to a nice final position, as well as our apples for apples comparisons. So making sure that we've got our inclusions, exclusions sorted, we're plugging numbers, doing that detailed analysis, and getting to a position again where we're watertight. Last couple of subcontractors, you're interviewing them, making sure that they understand the job, collecting all of our attachments, so signing off the scope, doc register, program, collecting your different insurances, maybe a credit check just when you think you've got the deal done, or into negotiating those contract terms, packaging it all up into a recommendation with all of those different attachments, and then deciphering your limits of authority around who's got to sign this thing off and then sending it around. And that's going through many different sets of hands, so emails, phone calls back and forth until finally it's approved, sometimes taking weeks when you need that subcontractor on site yesterday. Then we're up to contract stage, so filling out the different particulars across many different subcontract templates, breaking the price down in the back because that's how we're going to pay it out as the job progresses. Different annexures, so some baked into the contract template, others external documents that we've got to pull together and package it up into a final PDF. Checking who's got authority to execute and then putting it together for signing, getting it out to the subcontractor, waiting for it to come back, same thing, countersigning on the builder's side, committing the cost back into your financial system, preparing unsuccessful tender letters, hopefully communicating phone call and an email to your unsuccessful subcontractors, hey, you didn't win this job, here's the reasons why, but please price us on the next one. Now that is way harder than it should be. The reason why is it's incredibly fragmented, so it's time consuming and it's very, very hard to track. So what's the impact of that workflow? Time and money. So time, first of all, on average, 40 hours to procure a single trade at least, across maybe 30, 40, 50 more vendors per project. So for every 10 projects you're delivering, that's 16,000 work hours and 1.6 mil in wages for each of those 10 projects. And of course, there's procurement risk, stuff that we know comes up right across our business. Scope gaps, deficient price analysis, errors in contracts, missing lead times, delays in approvals, and just general non-compliance with the process. Procurement profit erosion represents 0.5% of turnover as an industry standard. So that's $1 million a year for every 200 million of turnover in your business. An incredible amount of procurement risk that shouldn't be getting eaten off your bottom line. That's why ProcurePro is the #1 software company globally dedicated to solving procurement, specifically for main contractors. And here's how we do it. We connect up that entire process in one system, giving you visibility across your project's people's supply chain. We then have a live updating procurement schedule, a scope of works with an embedded content library. We're linking up your tenders, comparisons, online approvals, easily flowing downstream into a contract in just a few clicks, linking up to your e-signature platform, managing your supply chain information, so compliance, performance, and then out pops your analytics, all while integrating into the rest of the construction technology ecosystem. So we've turned the industry has moved, those frustrations become advantages. From the disconnected to the consolidated, from the variable to the consistent, from the uncertain of where things are up to the completely transparent, and unbelievably from the highly manual to the highly efficient. Now this video is going to leave you in one of three ways, which determines for you what's next. Either you're content with the status quo, you're happy to keep doing things the way you're doing things as the industry moves ahead. Or you're intrigued, you want to learn more, in which case we've provided some resources for you to dig deeper onto how we've actually transformed the industry, how each of those aspects of procurement works. Or number three, you're excited, you're ready to talk to someone, the fire's in the belly, in which case, of course, get in touch and we'd be happy to start the conversation around how you can transform your procurement today.